All right. What is up, YouTube? Irish USMC Vet here. Hey, guys and gals, what's going on today? We will not have Poison Stinger today. He is on a sabbatical this morning. Yesterday we were not here because of the intro nets. The intro webs were down. Another joy of living in rural America. All right. So what is going on? Let this bad boy warm up. Get some peeps coming in. How's everybody doing out there in garden land? Hopefully everybody's getting garden put in. Tending to the gardens. So, good morning, East Wind Farms. How are we doing today, sir? Still says I'm having trouble connecting, so the internet has been crappy. It has rained, and therefore, because it rained, just trimmed up some ribs for tonight. Good to go. We had ribs for Sunday evening. So did you butcher your own, or you just trimmed up some of the fat on the ribs that you had purchased? So everyone, I'm sure, has seen the Twitter warfare that's going on. Twitter warfare. Who would have thought? Well, what do we want to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen? The media calling President Donald J. Trump fake news. Trying to clean up my screen here a little bit. So, might be buffering. Twitter's a joke, and I could care less. Never used it, never will. Anonymous American. Smithfield spare ribs, trim the fat and the tops off. Okay, good to go. We just have chickens and ducks. Not a real farm, but hey, it's a real farm. It can be a farm. You could farm flowers, man. They still call it a farm. So, you know how that is. What kind of ducks do you have? And I wish I could bring you on, but don't have your email. But anyways, can you is it Muscavoy or how the hell did the other guy call it? Muscovy. Is it number one or number two? Because I had a guy tell me that they're called Muscovy, and I've always heard them called Muscavoy. So that's the kind of ducks we used to have till the fox got them. But we've been working on the fencing. Hopefully that'll slow them down at least for the dogs to be able to get them. And then got them sectioned off into different lots. So when all the fence goes up, that'll slow them down enough to where either I can get them, the dogs can get them, or one of the children can get them. So that, and I want to get a probably 50 head of black and white ones. Can't think of their names. I have Rhode Island Reds now, but guineas, because they're supposed to be excellent for bug control. I have a rabbit, and it's used for non-burning fertilizer. 2 adults produce 1 metric ton of poop a year. I'm getting chickens soon. I have some building to do. Yes, yes, you do. Hey, go on to Mother Earth News or Instructables, and they make I forget which one it is, but they make a really cool rabbit hutch. And the rabbit hutch has a shit collector on it, so it can collect the poop, but it lets the pee fall through, and then it rolls down into a bucket. Because I also use rabbit poop for that as well. So I have not built the cool catch yet, but we get a ton of rabbit poop to put on stuff. Muscovy. Okay, so Muscovy. I garden big every year. And you have white Peking ducks. Yeah, we did. I'm putting as much as I possibly can this year. I did another. Well, we're doing the terrace gardening right now. Getting that the rest of the way put in this week. And then I have another acre lot that's tilled up that we'll probably put corn, amaranth, and what else? I don't have my list with my my journal list. Yeah, the chickens do really well with bug control, but you can't turn those loose. Is where the guineas, they're like watchdogs. And I don't have to worry about them so much eating my rhubarb and stuff. But if you turn the chickens loose, man, they'll tear the shit out of my rhubarb. So at least that's what I've heard. I haven't had guineas before. Not at my farm. I did when I was a kid when I lived, on the farm with my parents, and my aunts and uncles had them. But I don't recall if the guineas were bad in the garden or not. But I have to catch. Oh, okay, you have a catch. And their pee is great fertilizer too. Makes poop and pee until it turns into sludge and spread it over raised beds. I just assumed the pee would be more high nitrogen, or not nitrogen. Okay, I'll have to look into that. I don't know about mixing it all up. Can you just throw it in my compost? I just throw it right on the bed. Really, I put it I just grab scoops of it and put it right on the beds. I don't mix it in the slurry. We have a black bear that's moved in. Oh shit! Was it from down here? We had one that was moving north. So, anonymous American says bunny pee and poop are completely non-burning. Well, I knew that the rabbit pellets were fine, but I didn't know the pee was. I thought it was maybe high in ammonia or something, but definitely worth looking into more. I'll take your word for it, anonymous American. So today, besides planting, we're going to work on the oven. Ducks are good for security. If they see anything moving, it says east wind. Yeah, I just don't know how the hell, I used to put them up with the chickens. The ducks, I'd put them up at night with the chickens. And of course, the chickens would roost up in the top part of the the nesting roost. Of course, it's above, and the ducks would stay in the bottom. But as soon as one of them would stay out, something would snatch its ass up and get it. I had a small pontoon built for them out in the middle of the pond, and the mama duck had ducklings, and something picked all them off too. So I assume it was a fox, but he's self-sufficient. His poop grows his food. That's good. I like it. I like it. Yeah, anytime you can definitely turn it back into something productive. I mean, I'm all for it, for sure. I try to think of everything. Yeah, I've heard bunny poop is ready to go out the ass. Yeah, I never heard it turn into a slurry, and then put on. My doggo, Argentina, and Pitbull are the same. You get near my property, they're trained to bark. I also train them to defend the home and family. Lots of work. Yeah, I same thing. I have a couple um, protection puppies. So, but the fox, man, I don't know the fox. I mean, and I have such a big place. It was unsecured for a long time, so um, you know, 5 acres is a lot, and I'm starting to clamp down um, and contain the area a little bit better. Um, so we just moved in 6, 7 years ago, so I've been doing a lot of work on getting everything ready. So hopefully, I mean, I know the foxes are horribly uh, are horrible out here, so I never scold my dogs for barking at strangers. They get rewarded, and when I say all clear, they chill out and just stand by. Yeah, I have words to say to them too. Um, always say good puppy. But as far as to stop what they're doing when they're doing it, yeah, there's certain commands, and that you should definitely train your dogs. Um, I'm not a dog trainer, but if you train them, you don't want to use a common word either, like no, stop, something like that, um, something uncommon that you normally wouldn't say. So I train mine in German, so that way they don't take commands unless they know German. So along with not like this, the command for go get something, like to attack. I don't use that word for my dogs. Um, I flip flopped it around to work for me. So if I say a certain command that would another person would say, the dogs will run right to me. So my significant other works at a place where they train dogs. Well, awesome. That's super cool. Most definitely. Let's go over here and check out what is going on in the world today. Mr. Stinger's under the weather today. He will not be with us. So an honest American does you want to promote their business, or would that be operational secured security risk? Big tech goes commie pinko. Twitter actually hiring communists and banning accounts of humanitarian dissents, while Facebook bans claim. I don't know who Jennifer Zhang is. Somebody can probably knows who that is. I have a sign on my house that says, "This home is protected by a Doggo Argentino and God. If you come here to do harm or steal, you will meet both." My man, that's good stuff. I don't have any of those cool signs like that because if I have to put somebody down, I don't want to. An attorney would love that. So, um, Doggo Argentina. Is that a breed of dog? Let's look that up real quick here so I can be educated. Okay, so I guess it is a breed of dog. Oh yeah. So it looks like kind of looks like a pit bull, but oh shit, is it the? Do you have the Alex from Stroll's dog? Uh, Spuds McKenzie. I have a sign. Yeah, okay. So you have Spuds McKenzie. The first one, well, not one of the first ones, but the let's see. Yep, the one let's see. Can I share that? No, let me see. They have a Spuds McKenzie one for sure. Let's see. And there we go. The Spuds McKenzie one. I don't know if that's painted on or it's just a effect. But there they are. That's the breed of dog talking about. They're cute puppies, and look very stout. Extreme dog breed. Don't want to keep that up too long. I'm be lagged out. The internet is super crappy. They were out here yesterday working on it again because of the it rained, the wind blew, blah 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 blah. You know how that works. Live in rural America. I want a dog when I retire next year. Looking for a medium-sized dog that's a hair dog and not fur. Any ideas? I'm not the dog expert. I have a couple mutts, um, lab and boxer mix. Um, Great with kids, known to go after mountain lions and win kill boars in Argentina. So that's what the. But is it like a hair dog or? Because see, my dogs, one of them has like hair and then one of them has fur. So the Brindle boxer and the lab mix. Um, Poodle mixes should have hair, not fur. Mine is fur. Okay. Um, what I'm actually looking at getting next is a Great Pyrenees, a set of Great Pyrenees. So they're supposed to be pack dogs that protect everything. So yeah, let me see if I can share that too. Supposedly these are great dogs. So they're like a mountain dog, but they climb fences. I know a guy that has some, and he said, if you got a 6-foot fence, these bastards will climb it. But they'll do the same thing. They'll attack and kill all animals that try to hurt you, your family, um, anything else, your livestock. So the only problem is they like to climb out. And there they are, big old puppies. Uh, He's quiet indoors, content, takes long walks. Sounds like the perfect animal. Serious, calm, and composed. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Lay there on the porch till he receive commands to rip your friggin' jugular out. So, yep, that's what I'm looking at getting next. I'm not sure 100% if that's what we're going to get. My daughters want German Shepherds. But I have a 105-pound pit bull, 100-pound doggo, and a pit bull land boxer mix. I'm buying a Doberman in the future. I like Dobies. The only problem is like their skull's so thin in the front that you can literally take your knuckle and crush their skull. So, being where I live, that's not a feature that I want. I want some big, thick-headed skull. Good morning, Walter Davis. Yeah, I got you, brother. Yeah, I love the lab boxer mixes. They're just good dogs all around. I don't want the fur and dander mess in the house. Buy a Roomba. Lord have mercy. I always, well, we have one, but we've never connected to the internet. So, but we bought one. I bought the wife one for Christmas. Yeah, German Shepherds do have a lot of health issues. Hip dysplasia and stuff, I think, is one of the big problems. But we bought my wife the Roomba, like the thing, it's a little vacuuming thing, and man, that thing does wonders. It does a wonderful job cleaning up. She has two cats in the house, and they're just clean. Like, you would not believe the shit that comes out of it, even though she vacuums and takes care of stuff. That Roomba, and you won't have any problem with pet dander, and if you run that thing. I always liked Dobermans. I wanted Dobermans too, but I found out my buddy's security consultant. He said, they're a beautiful dog, but you can literally punch them in right between the eyes and collapse their skull, so then they're useless. They just killed them. Pits and doggo skulls are like AR-500. Roger that. Roger that. How we doing today, Walter? I got my wife a Roomba, but the dogs go after it. My wife's cats will go on and ride the damn thing. So they'll actually step on it to start it, and it'll go do 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 or whatever the hell it does, and then take off, and there'll be a cat riding on it. It's funny as shit. I thought I just bought a Dyson for pet hair. It's amazing. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's it might be a Ninja. I don't remember exactly which one it is. But it works. It works really good. Like, you could run the vacuum, and this damn thing will go underneath couches and stuff you don't have to pull out and go underneath of. So, and the pet hair, man, if you think you got pet hair problem, run the damn Roomba robot, and it'll find its way. It'll find some good stuff. So, never know. Oh, let me see if I can find the damn thing. Hey, has anybody seen the new quarter? The new quarter, the 2020 quarter, has fucking bats on it. Somebody told me that, and I didn't believe it, and then I got one, and now I'm a believer. So I tried to snatch one up. Yep. So, well, I guess I'm on small screen here. Let me close this out. Need to stop screen. So the back of the new quarter is 2 bats. Do you believe that shit? 2 bats on the back of the new quarter. What does that signify? Most of my floors are hardwood. Yeah, we have tile and hardwood too. But still, man, that little thing gets in places that you wouldn't, like we have an island, and it goes underneath the island, and just the randomest shit that you would find. My daughter likes to drop silverware, and or the dogs will take it, and ends up underneath the island, and this thing will push it right back out the other side, so it's good. Are getting a new dog. No, I'm not getting a new dog, Walter. Well, I'm, in the future, if I come across one that's available and cheapish, I'm gonna get one. But we were just talking about dogs in general. Yeah, so the 2020 quarter is I think it's 2020. It's the newest quarter I've seen, but it's 2 bats on the back of it. And like I said, I thought my buddy was lying to me. He's like, oh no, it's got bats on it. But yo, there it is, 2 bats. If I can hold the damn thing steady. 2 bats on the back of it. Conspiracy theory much? Yeah, right. They're trolling. That's to celebrate the National Park of Samoa. Yeah, okay. It's convenient. Convenient. Yeah, it's from the territory of Solomon Islands that are known for bats leaving the caves at dusk. Major tourist attraction. Yeah, I think it's a slap in the fucking face, Walter. They want to. Oh, look. Well, I don't even know. Like, I would halt production on that. I'm like, damn. We're supposedly dying of the bat flu, and they want to put out a. I mean, I'm surprised we don't have one. Like they're already making some manufacturers are making them the sterling silver rounds, the 1 troy ounce with the cerveza bug and a guy in a mask, and no anonymous. We got a new one a few months. Mastiff, Great Dane Cross. Holy shit! Like literal, you probably have a lot of shit to clean up, Walter. Are the bats eating pizza? I don't. Can't. No, it looks like they're humping each other. One's face up and one's face down, or in the missionary position. So I guess when you roll it over, it looks like they're both flying if you rotate the coin. It's just crazy that's what's going on. They got bats on the coins. Bats are for bugs. Yeah, we have bat boxes up. Yeah, I have bat boxes. I love bats. They're, they eat their weight in mosquitoes every night. She's big, pretty, and dumb. Man, I just can't, like a Great Dane and is it Bull Mastiff or just Mastiff? Because those dogs are huge. Both are huge breeds. Now I can imagine she's big. I've always wanted an Irish Wolfhound, but they're huge too. Let's talk about dog poop. My dog leaves large man poops, and I have kids, so cleaning up is a bane in my existence. Yep, there's nothing like having to use a transfer shovel to clean up some dog poop. It's too bad it doesn't act as fertilizer then, because you could have a lot of fertilizer. So I was reading an interesting article I don't know how many of you are on septic tank, but I read an article said that, well, it was a forum, not an article, that you can use catfish in your septic tank to take care of the solids. And I was just curious if anybody had heard of that before. Not that I would eat the catfish afterwards, because I'm not really a catfish fan anyways, but a good way to get rid of them, to keep the solids in a long-term grid down situation, because you're not going to have somebody to be able to pump out your septic tank, is to use catfish in the tank to eat a lot of the solids. So I don't have the article, otherwise I would post it up. It's not an article. I keep saying that. It was on a forum. So let's see what's going on out in the world. So probably get banned. Joe Biden is a joke. Well, we all knew that. So yeah. So what else is going on out in the land of YouTube? Can you compost dog poop? Or because of the worms? That's a good thing. Good topic. You guys could jump into there. Check out. Spike in South Korea cases shows perils of reopening. American deaths, 100,000. So what does that number mean? Kentucky governor blames Republicans for protest with hanging effigy. Oh, so they must be hammering. Censored.tv, the #1 pro-Trump TV network in the world. Gavin menaces Milo, Loomer, Biggs, Copper, Crab, Soph. You cannot fan flames and condemn fire. Average American has packed on 5 pounds during lockdown. Oh, shit. Who's packed on weight since the lockdown? Anybody just been laying lethargically? I have not been laying lethargically. Let's see. Stop partying. LA police warn Hollywood Hills neighborhood taxpayers to develop remdesivir, but will have no say when Gillette. Don't know what the hell that means. That's maybe Canadian. Moderna executives cashed out stock soared on vax hopes. DOJ drops inside trading probes for 3 senators. No mask, no service becoming commonplace. Is it still like that up there, Walter? Is it still like, are they still having everybody wear masks and shit up there too? In New Jersey? Or have you been out? Why my chat is not populating there? Oh, shit. So earlier I was talking about Trump's Twitter war. And I know some people don't care about it, but I find it funny. So he vows to close down Twitter because they were talking shit about him. Apparently, there's the link. Oh God, gotta love it. I will shut you down. See, CNBC anchors spar over air the death toll. Segment turns explosive. 100,000 people died, and all you did was try to help your friend, the president. Chaos, destruction in the streets of Minneapolis. What's going on in Minneapolis, Minnesota? Anybody have any I saw the video of Minneapolis cop who killed the guy by kneeling on him. Riots are going crazy. How the hell is he gonna be? Was it a skinny guy or something, or he just choked him out? Wouldn't let him. That was bullshit about that cop. He deserved to be in jail. I've not seen it, so the county commissioner. So there's a link to the county commissioner and PA decided the masks are no longer mandatory, and if you go into the store and they refuse service, you can sue them. In New Jersey, they're gonna. Oh shit! So that's the transition point that I don't understand, right? Like, here in Indiana, they didn't do that shit. Like, nobody wore a mask. Like, you may see one or two, and this is like in the middle of the the supposed apocalypse, and then now everybody's wearing them. Fuck, there's people wearing full space suits, and I'm like, or poopy suits is what we, not space suit, but call them a poopy suit because you're the Tyvek and shit. And people are wearing the entire thing, and everybody's wearing masks. Everybody's wearing masks, and I'm like, come on, what the fuck? Nobody cared. And then whenever they say it's okay to take them off, it was like the transition was from night to day. Like, people started wearing them immediately as soon as they said it was like, oh, we don't believe the government, we don't believe the government, we don't believe the government, we don't believe the government. Oh fuck, we better believe the government now that everybody's wearing masks. So it doesn't make any sense. I was in Miami yesterday in restaurants near the airport. We're eat-in. We're still not on eat-in basis. We're on a 10-step plan here in fucking Indiana. Totally retarded. People are already out, and now everybody's wearing a mask. So, everyone who watched it put a knee on his head and neck for like 10 minutes, and he was cuffed. So did he break his neck or what? The 4 cops got fired. FBI fired. They need to hang them up in the streets if they've done that stupid shit. They should bring back hanging, man. That's right there is the ultimate. Like, you go, let that motherfucker swing in front of the courthouse for doing stupid shit like that. Virginia is going to full masks in public. Oh shit. Oh man, see. But the transition was for like night and day. Like, one day I'm going out and everything's fine, up and up, and then now that it's supposed to be dying down because it's summer and more people are outside, right? The fucking masks, everybody's wearing more masks. And I'm like, seriously? And then now they have these masks that just cover the nose, right? So they cover the nose, and it's like a sheet draped down. And it just drapes down over the face, so they breathe down. And it just blows the air out the bottom of the mask so they don't have to wear, a full sealed mask. So it's like they're wearing a fucking bandana, a glorified bandana. But it goes around their ears instead of, I guess it's less scary. Probably government authorized. Oh, shit. Irish, you gotta get... Okay. I will watch the video. I won't do it now so we don't get all hyped up. Menards is what, so I wore American flag bandana. Oh shit. Did you wear it upside down? Anonymous. Yeah, I have it posted up, so let's see. Do we want to watch it? Swift firings for officers in the death. Oh shit, if that's the picture of him sitting on his neck, yeah, he probably broke the dude's fucking neck. All right, let me see if I can share this. screen share, Chrome tab, and we're going to get probably kicked off here for sharing the Drudge Report, but there's the picture. SpaceX is supposed to jump off today too. I believe at 2 or 3 p.m. Shit, did I include video? All right, hold on. It won't allow me to do audio unless I include that in the bottom. Chrome tab, protesters. All right, let's check it out. All right, let me get my chi going on there and remain calm. We may buffer here for a minute because, like I said, the internet is super shitty today. Yep, of course, it's buffering. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Want sound. Let me click back over here and see what everybody's saying. Went to Menard yesterday. Okay. I don't know how they're gonna get away like with the. Like, people are just gonna start robbing the shit out of everything. No, I'm.
Minneapolis tonight as police officers and protesters clash over a man's death.
Yeah, you're in distress when it's upside down. Correct. There was a lot of stuff going around about, oh, that's disrespectful. No, it just means that you're in distress.
Chaos and destruction in Minneapolis tonight as police officers and protesters clash over a man's death. Thanks for watching WCCO, also stream.
Oh, come on.
The outrage began with a video showing police arresting 46-year-old George Floyd in South Minneapolis last night.
Why? I can breathe.
In the video, you can see an officer kneeling on Floyd's neck, pinning him to the ground outside Cup Foods on Chicago.
So why the fuck would they still be kneeling on his neck for 10 minutes?
Floyd died a short time later. Today, hundreds flooded the streets at that same intersection to protest Floyd's death. Officers who arrested Floyd worked. Our team coverage begins tonight with Jeff outside the Minneapolis.
He's wearing his mask, but she's not wearing hers.
The crowd is still gathered. Jeff?
Yeah, this crowd, you know, I want to say comparative to about an hour ago, it's calmed down a bit, but then next thing you know, you start to hear the sound of tear gas being fired, flashbangs, to be rubber bullets of sorts fly not far from us, hearing people get hit. People here who are actually standing right by the 3rd precinct, right next to the office. Been a pretty chaotic scene starting about 6 p.m. tonight. A far cry from what it was earlier. Section.
All right. Well, I can't handle that. Sorry, guys. It's just super horribly freaking.
Thousands packed the area for the protest at 5 o'clock, but we're also spread out to remain socially distant.
It's raining and they're shooting tear gas. Come on, guys. You know this shit's going to, like, dissipate quickly. All right, so we'll stop that. It's going to cause a lot of problems. So, I don't know about the actual video of the... let me go back and see if I can find the actual video. So the guy... Wow. Swift firing off. They murdered my brother. The firing of officers is not enough for sure. Yes. Yes, face charges. Wow. I don't understand the significance. That's not, you put your knee in their back, not their throat. When I was in the Marines, we were held to a higher standard. Why are cops not? I don't understand that either. They want to militarize them, but then they're not held to the same fucking standard. Yeah, you'd definitely be in Leavenworth if you'd done some shit like that. Even if it was a Haji combative, you know. I mean, Marines are sent to do that kind of work. You know what I'm saying? But that's torture. I just don't, like, wow, that guy's a fucking retard. I mean, I don't even want to say. I don't even want to say, but somebody should have clipped that motherfucker. Somebody should have speared that guy. We got charged if we committed a crime, right? Yeah, and then we got punished in, yep, under the UCMJ. That is 100% correct. You got a speeding ticket in town, you deal with it out of town, and then you got your ass reamed in town, or on base too, so. But they have the union and we don't, so that's the big deal right there. The union will protect them. When you're charged with protecting other safety and you blatantly violate that trust, you should win rope in a tree. I 100% agree. You know, what in the fuck are you thinking, dude? That's another human being's life. And they were getting for forgery. So he didn't have a gun. Not that what he done was right. Forgery is not, you know, but it doesn't constitute death. You're not judge and jury in the streets, man. This is not Judge Dredd. Those dudes probably better run and hide, because if they're riding in the streets, yeah, those dudes definitely better run and hide, because people are not, you know, especially being cooped up all this time. By the way, he was cuffed when they did that, so he wasn't actual death video on YouTube. Well, I mean, if you pin somebody down on their neck, eventually, you know, your weight, I mean, all that weight's on that point. So, fucking idiots, man. Fucking idiots. You're supposed to protect and serve your fellow man, not be judge and jury and assassination. Fuck, what assassin? Fuck, can't talk. If you want to be an assassin, go take contractor classes. Quit. Go take contractor classes and go to some third world shithole and work for the United States government. He didn't die. Yeah, correct. Well, yeah, I got it. He was murdered. I agree. Well, let me look at the video, but I'll take your word for it. But I want to see myself. The Asian cop was a chump also. Yeah, like what if these other cops are standing around? Because all I seen was the quick clip there, the picture. Why did none of the other cops like clip that motherfucker in the mouth? I mean, I would have took him out if I was an officer. I don't think it's procedure to put your fucking knee in somebody's neck. On their back, yes. Is that something that's taught at academy? Because if it is, they need to rethink that. If that were Marine doing that, I would, yeah, right. Now, I don't know, man. In cuffs, he was cuffed and he was supposedly combative when they tried to put him in the cruiser, so they brought him to the ground and held him down until he was murdered. Good morning, Riddle Girl. How is the poison stinger? Yeah, well, I just don't fucking, man. Why does the other cops know? Well, it's good they fired the other 4 cops, but they're complicit. So, Jesus, man, I just don't know. What in the fuck is wrong with America today? People, wake the fuck up. I don't know, man. That's so fucked up. Do unto others as you have done to you. There were 4 cops. 2 were on him behind the cruiser. Okay, so why was it necessary to hold his neck with your knee if there was 2 other cops? I'd be interested in the autopsy report because he probably didn't die from suffocation. He probably died from broken neck or something. Because if you could talk, you could still breathe. But if you pinch both carotids, you could pinch off blood to the brain. And since the cops was white, the race baiters are pissed and fanning the flames. It shouldn't matter what fucking color you are, man. It should matter that you killed a man in cold blood in the middle of the fucking streets, all because you have a superiority complex. East Wind Farms, I got to go do some work. Yep. Have a good day, sir. Don't work too hard. Looks like it's overcast and kind of breezy here, so hopefully you get some nice wind, nice breeze anyways. If you have to work outside today. News will eat it up. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Like, be good people, man. Be good to each other. I mean, that's all I can say. Damn. That's a shame. I mean, if you remember back, they killed that boy. I call him a boy because he was, a younger kid, but probably in his 20s or something. But they killed him in the streets of New York for selling cigarettes, and they weren't getting taxes. I think they choked him out too, and murdered him for selling cigarettes or something because he resisted. Whatever happened to these damn tasers, man? They push these tasers. All the departments get these high-speed, low-drag tasers and stuff. Right, we're all citizens, but Black Lives Matters are calling it racism. It's actually authoritarian behavior, right? Well, see, that also keeps us divided now, right? It keeps us divided, and that's what the government wants. They want to keep us divided. If it's a black thing, it's a white thing, it's an Asian thing, then we're divided, right? So, all while they're pushing their authoritarian lockdown on us, the citizens are divided because it was a white on black crime, right? So that's not the case. We all need to stand together. I mean, it's not simple-minded people believe in this dumb shit. dumb shit. Like, get it through your thick skulls, people. It's not about black, white, Asian, Mexican, Mexican American. We're all Americans, man. We're all Americans. Bad power abusers care not of color, only power. Right. And if we don't stand together, we're not going to be able to fight the authoritarianism. Fuck, I can't talk today. Sorry, guys. Not sure what all he wants public. He is good. I have not said anything about what's going on, so that's not up to me. I just said that he is out of commission today, so I have left that in your guys' court. He is having some stuff done today. Divide and conquer, so you can fight the true powers. Abusers, government can't keep themselves out of the target. Classic tactics. Right, so you can't. Yeah, it's not. They forget that they're just humans too, man. Fuck, like you're a police officer, right? You're supposed to go help the people. You're not a revenue generator. You're not supposed to be. You're supposed to help people that need help. And you've been commissioned with a task to do so. So it doesn't give you the right to murder somebody. Like, I get it. If you're combative, I mean, if you're combative with me, I want to restrain you, right? And I forget there was a police officer that this guy came at him with a knife, but his department trained him well. He wasn't a hothead. He took the guy to the ground with mixed martial arts and held the guy there until he got help to get him in handcuffs. Now, maybe the guy got a bruise or a bump or a scrape, right? But he didn't kill the fucker. Not with two other people laying on him. I don't know, man. I'll have to watch the video. I just don't feel like human life is precious, man. You could fucking die tomorrow. You could die today. You could walk outside and get killed. So, check my texts. Okay. I will not read them out loud. I will not pull a poison stinger. Okay. I'm not saying that on the air. I did say something. So they're still pulling they won't let you go in with him, right? All right. So Riddle Girl is still here. Good morning, HVS. We all need to be mad at the true problem that protect and serve is gone and replaced by cities' private revenue. I mean, it pisses me off because I see them rolling around with the police officers will ride around with the Punisher skull. All right, and military, that's designed for snipers, right? Snipers carry that badge, right? So for me, when I see that shit, I think this guy thinks he's a fucking killer, right? Because if you ever followed the Punisher comic books, the guy was a killer, right? He was an assassin. So to me, that says to me that these guys think that they're fucking assassins. And it's absolutely not the case. The mentality where they've taught them that this is what you are and you're allowed to do whatever, we will protect you, is bullshit. So that is just total bullshit. Wake up, motherfuckers. I know good cops, and I know Poison Stinger was in here. He would say there's no good cops because a good cop is not a cop anymore. But if we don't have people that are good inside, they'll never weed out the bad fucks. Is there a chapter in Act 21 cop school book on people that need killing? No. Okay, didn't think so. Roger that. Yeah, see, it's all about training, man. Training. And a lot of you will know that because you're in the military, or you're prior military, or you served in the military, right? It's all about training. Now, if you can take a whole fucking bunch of fucking 18, 19, 20-year-old guys and tell them not to go weapons hot, and they do that, why is it that grown-ass men that are police officers can't do the same fucking thing? It's because they're training. They're training. I know great sheriff's department and had bad police department. It's all about leadership and training. And I 100% agree to that. You know, if you just, I mean, if you, and I understand too, um, dealing with dickheads all day, every day. You don't know if you're going to get shot and murdered fucking for pulling somebody over for a busted out taillight. And it's a high stress situation. But if you can't handle the stress, then you don't need to be in that job. Okay, so I don't know, man. Like I said, there's something needs to change. I haven't had many good experiences with cops. We know, and most of them aren't. Most of them aren't. And in big cities, it's like totally different. I fully understand. Um, Out in the backwoods, I mean, it's different. Um, I mean, just like Walter, like he tells him he's gonna tells the cop he's gonna break his ass with his own fucking nightstick. I mean, you know, that probably gets you murdered in a big city. I mean, that's communicating a threat, right? But what they do is not communicating a threat to you. Most of them are dicks on a power trip. Yeah, there should be some prerequisites. Were you bullied in high school? Yes, you can't be an officer. You know what I'm saying? But the training's the main thing, man. Like I said, you know, they taught us in the military, and if you know you fucked up, you went to prison, and that's not a good place for you to go if you're a cop. If you do something like this, I feel like those guys that done this, um, you know, they fired them, but they're probably DD Mowed out the fucking. They need a DD Mow, take their families too, because people are going to be out for blood for that. My earliest memories of cops are them fighting and beating down my mother in front of the. What? Why would they beat down your mom? Was your mom a slugger? Did she fight? I mean, I'm not laughing at the situation. I don't know what's going on with it, but what could a little lady do to a bunch of grown ass men? So if I go to a restaurant for breakfast, then the tyrannical governor has criminalized going out for meals. Do the cops show up, arrest the owner, and shove my face into the pancakes and find me? I don't know, man. It's crazy in some of these big cities. These governors and mayors and shit think they're they're Don Corleone or something. I mean, definitely have to vote them motherfuckers out. And I don't know if you can recall all elected officials, but I definitely need to look into that, man. Contact the sheriff's association, get info, man, get educated on the stuff. Like Walter was saying the other day, policy. Know the policies, man. If they can't, they have to follow the policies. So if you know them, fuck. I mean, it's not going to protect you from getting murdered, but if you have an attorney, You can politely hand your license out the window, along with your attorney's business card, and that'll pretty much shut them up, because they know at that point if they get retarded, what they're facing. So much like pedophiles target jobs like school teacher or something, that gives them access to kids. A lot of people who with superiority complexes are attracted to military and law enforcement. Yeah, they need to weed those fuckers out. Training. I mean, like I said, I fully understand if a dude's combative with you, if somebody attacks me, I want to attack them back. But that's why I said, they need to be teaching mixed martial arts and shit to these people, so that they can protect themselves and not go right to the gun, because that's supposedly what they're not trained. They're trained to subdue. Now, my buddy that came on here briefly that day, he's a police official. I won't say where he works at, but and that's his thing too. He's like, they train us this way, and I'm like, dude, that's dumb as fuck. Yeah, well, pedophiles need to be murdered. You can't fix that. Like, they need to be put in jail for the rest of their life so that they can't harm kids. So essentially, that's a murder. I mean, if you're put in jail for the rest of your life, but never let out, throw away the key. My son told me there are fellow officers that won't call him for backup because he has told them he won't lie for them. And you shouldn't. I mean, if you do something wrong, you should be held accountable. And face the music, man. My mother was schizophrenic and got angry because the school said I couldn't be in a school play since I enrolled late. My mom yelled at the principal and they called the cops. That's retarded. Everybody calls the cops. Nobody can de-escalate the situation. Recall them with a bullet, no opposition, even running in my state. Yeah, well, it's not the wild, wild west anymore. You can't get away with that, because you just need to shame them and get them the fuck out of there. Make sure that they never ever have control of somebody. As soon as they get power, man, they turn into fucking douchebags. My mom certainly escalated the situation, but they took no discretion about what they did in front of children in the first grade. That's ridiculous. So hopefully she got a good lawsuit and sued the shit out of them. If you fear for your own life, don't take a risky job, period. Don't go in guns blaring and say I was scared over a less than serious. Right. And that's where your training kicks in. I have people say stuff like that to me all the time. Well, you carry a gun, I wouldn't fight you. But I'm not. Like, that's not why you carry the gun. You carry the gun so or the knife, so you have equal opportunity to protect yourself. I mean, if you get jumped by 3 dudes, you have the great equalizer, right? You have a pistol or a rifle or a knife. So that's why. You just don't automatically go to guns. No, she didn't do anything. She didn't do anything? Well, she should have. She should have sued the fuck out of them. It's all fun and games till the big tumble into anarchy and everyone is shooting at everyone else. And that's a different situation, though. Like, you have to protect yourself. But when you have 4 people on one, 4 police officers on one guy, and you murder him in the streets, I mean, that's ridiculous. Tase the shit out of him, and they'll probably comply. If they don't, tase them again. But to the point to where you murder somebody for forgery. I mean, the guy wasn't killing people. He wasn't, he didn't walk in his house, and this is speculation because I haven't done any research on it. But from what I've seen and what you're telling me, you know, it's not a something you should be murdered over. Fuck. We lived on the street most of my childhood until they took me. Damn. Yeah, I don't know anything about schizophrenia, so I don't want, you know, comment on that. But you know, yelling at somebody and raising your voice, unless you put hands on somebody, doesn't constitute ass beaten by anybody. They need to bring back sticks and stones will break my bones and words will never hurt me, because this is just stupid shit. I don't understand. I can't, you know. My home has never been robbed, but I have cameras, motion sensors, alarms, dog, guns, trained, and lock my doors and windows. It's called being prepared for worse, but hoping for the best. Well, yeah, like you don't, you just don't leave your house unlocked. And one good reason for that is because the cops will enter. If they come, like say somebody reports they heard screaming, right? The cops will just come, and if your door's open, they'll come in. Now, if that screaming is because you're in there laying pipe to the wife, or your significant other, or you're wrestling with the kids, you know, they're just going to come right in because they had a report. So definitely put all forms of, you know, preparation inside for you to have the best chance. Shoot at the cops, and the cops start shooting back, and that asshole needs to go. Where does that stop? Shoot at the cops, and the cops start shooting back, and that asshole needs to go. Where does that stop? Is that into reference to something I said, Walter? Or are you referring to another incident that I'm not aware of? I don't know. People just need to be better people. I don't even know if they need to find God or something. Oh, anarchy, right? Yeah, anarchy. Once the anarchy ensues, yep, there's not going to be a stop to it. I don't know. I mean, I feel like everybody just needs to be good people, man. Fuck, God, I can't get that. I can't say that enough. Like that's. I know it sounds stupid, but you end up with a Negan, right? So power hungry fucker that makes people bow to them. Negan's a reference to Walking Dead, if you don't know. That's the true, or a simulation of what would happen if we descended into anarchy. The zombies would be people that don't have, and the people that do have would be like the people at Negan's Ranch or whatever other ranches there are. You know, towns that are boarded off and protected, and all the citizens work together. We need to stop the welfare state. It promotes a way to get out a marriage easy, and fatherless homes are the main reason men end up in jail. bring back family structure, and we'll get better. Yeah, I agree. But they push that narrative so hard in commercials. The husband's at home or they're single moms, and it happens. I mean, it does happen. She said, "You better not touch my bike or else." So I replied, "Or else what?" Oh, the cop. Psychotic gym teacher running things. Yeah. Stop letting government be daddy and teach your kids yourself. A tablet and a phone in our kids' face doesn't teach morals. No, I've taught my kids from the get. Um, you know, just because somebody says it doesn't mean it's true. Go do your own research. See the truth. Learn the truth. Go search for the truth. Now it's backfired on me because the kids, I'll be like, "Don't do that," and they'll be like, "Why? It's okay." And I'm like, "It may be safe," but I said no. I built a essentially what's a tire swing for my daughter, and but it's a swing that's webbed with rope, and instead of the tire hanging like it would sit on a vehicle, it sits vertical or horizontal. And she's like, so I tested it out, make sure the climbing rope and everything would hold everything, and then I put it close to a wood deck so she could get on it. And then I thought, well, shit, that wood deck has a corner. So she's like, "But you said it was safe." I'm like, "It's safe." So I made her get her gym mats, her tumbling mats, and put them on the wooden thing and drape it over the edge of it. So in case she fell off of it, that she wouldn't hit her head on it. So, yeah, teaching your kids too, man. That's training. Teach your kids the truth. That was the Clinton explanation for why the male black community ended up in prison after the Clinton crime bill was passed. Oh, Slick Willie. Of course, he knew better. He knew how to take care of you. None of the kids have phones. None of my kids have phones because they're not old enough yet and go off on their own. When they do hit that age, it will be 100% monitored by me. Yeah, good luck with that. I too, all my kids are in high school, but there's ways around it, man. There's so many apps out there that they can use that you can't have access to. And even if you have access to the app or password or whatever, they can always create another sub account that you can't see. So you got to be very careful with that. One can only hope to be Negan in the apocalypse. Oh my God. Don't even get me started on the single mom thing. HVS is complaining about his old technology. Hey, doesn't matter how old it is, man. They can still track you now. 100% they're telling you that they're tracking you. So 100% they're telling you that they're tracking you. So what's wrong with the single mom thing? Single moms do fine. It doesn't matter who raises the child, whether it's a man or a woman. Now there is, two-party homes that are, horrible, and then there's two-party homes that are wonderful. A mom can raise kids with or without a father. But yeah, you need a dad to teach man things. So, or a positive role model, at least if you're going to be a single parent, in my opinion. All right. What else we got going on? I think we covered a lot of crazy shit. So I'm not a criminal, says Walter Davis. I just signed the most sweeping crime bill ever. Oh, sin bill, as he is facing indictment on criminal charges ranging from bank fraud to murder. Well, he's not ever going to get. He's a president, you know. Like they're not going to. I'm pretty sure in an interview he admitted that he knew about the drugs that were coming into Arkansas when he was governor or whatever. But you know, they didn't ever do anything to him. Just like they're not going to do anything to Hillary or Barack Hussein Obama. You know, they're not going to do anything to him. They're untouchable now. I have phones that send me copies of texts and calls. I have a robust security suite that locks all apps unless I put in a password. They can't download an app. Yeah, but I'm telling you, man, they will find a way around with it. They will find a way around it. Yeah, and rape. Well, did he get charged for rape? I just thought it was some weird shit that he'd done in the White House. I didn't.
How much of a card?
I didn't. Clinton. I didn't think he got charged with rape.
Great. See ya.
But they ruined that girl's life for sure. I think she's still out there, but I don't know. I haven't. What was her name? Shit. Anyways, the lady that he stuck the cigar in her for JJ. I have a friend who I've known since 5th grade. She is in a committed relationship with a guy who treats her like a queen for 2 years now, but she still calls herself a single mom. I feel like she doesn't. Well, yeah, of course. Monica Lewinsky. Yep, thank you. That's her. Sorry, I forgot her name. She should live in infamy forever, like Lorena Bobbitt. Yeah, of course. But we have acquaintances like that too, man. It's just, oh, woe is me, woe is me, woe is me, all while, you know, they're out here getting every free fucking thing they can, acting like they're poor, wanting more donations. I tried to find a way around it, but I couldn't, and I build, maintain, and troubleshoot. Okay, well, there you go. There you go. I've tried stuff. I know programming and such. So if they beat my system, my kids are hackers. My son, man, he builds computers and does that stuff too. So my only saving grace is I am the sole key holder to the modem, and I also have access to the phones, so I can shut them off at any time at night and shut the modem off, so they don't have access. Every time they were questioned, Clintons pulled the ace out of their sleeve. We provided the cocaine for the CIA under Reagan for Iran-Contra. Interview ends. Right? Yeah, the Contra affair. Well, that's good to know. It's good to know, Anonymous. If we need to, how do we beat the contact tracing then? Besides Mylar bag and our phones. When the current lieutenant governor becomes governor of Hawaii, he will try to ban guns. The cops will form some kind of confiscation group, and eventually they will run into a citizen that won't give them up. And you shouldn't. You shouldn't give them up. I mean, this a right given to you by God, not by man. Monica, let's see. Monica was the only charge that wouldn't sink in the federal government. Oh yeah, she was still alive. I'm surprised they didn't murder her. After the cops start killing, the families of the dead will be very angry and seek vengeance on the police. Cops should not follow those unauthorized orders. that are unconstitutional, enforce something that's not constitutional. She pissed me off so bad, told me that she couldn't afford to pay her phone bill and car payment, and I sent her some money. And then a few weeks later, she got her tax return and got another tattoo. Yep, bad people. Bad people. Distance yourself from bad people, which I have learned over the past few weeks. Wolf in sheep clothing. Oliver North testified to the fact before Congress. Instead of paying off her debts or prepayment on her phone, it's just because people's priorities are fucked up. People. Be good people. Strive to be good people. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Do not know, guys and gals. Gotta jump. All right. Yeah, I'll probably have to get out of here soon too, Walter. Have a great day, sir. Be safe. Godspeed to you. Poison Stinger's not here to tell me the updated comments because they come through slow over here on StreamYard, and I obviously can't run any other things because the internet connection is still shoddy. So let's go over here and see what's in the news real quick. Pompeo says Trump is committed to holding communist China accountable for the cerveza bug. If they have proof, by all means, hold them accountable. As Brazil suffers deadliest day of the outbreak, Bolsonaro insists people need to get back to work, so Brazil's crumbling as well. China is facing an increasing number of lawsuits around the globe over the cerveza bug-related damages. I'd like to see how that's going to be imposed. I mean, are they going to send NATO in to collect? Coffee versus matcha tea. Which one gives you better sleep? Coffee and green tea are popular beverages, especially among those who need to pick me up and start the day. However, according to the expert, drinking green tea is ideal if you want to sleep better at night. Caffeine is a stimulant. No shit. Yeah, so I drink green tea a lot for the health benefits. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know people that drink coffee before they go to bed. Some people can and fall right asleep. Reduce back pain plus effective, posture. All right, so that's what's going on over there. Let me check back in the chat. On my island, there are only 300 cops for 250,000 people. While it is difficult to take on 300 police all at once, one at a time would be easy peasy. Anonymous American says, I'll be right back. All right. Right, but they're not going to do that. If they come to take them, they're going to, come like a thief in the night. Take one or two, take out the big guys. You know what I'm saying? But once everybody catches wind of it and stands up together, keyword together, that's when the problem will ensue. Divided we stand, united we fall. All right, shit, I said that backwards. United we stand, divided we fall. It's my most prized Ice Cube quote. Because it's the truth, and the truth will set you free. Dow at 25,000. So SpaceX is going to take off today at 3 p.m. I think I said that earlier. I think it's 3. They're going to start the live broadcast. All right, back. So you got youngins. Oh, all the joys, all the joys. Gotta love it, gotta love it. Yeah, enjoy it while you have it. Once they get older, you know, don't mind me asking, what years did you serve and what base? Not late 90s, mid 2000s. I was at El Toro, and I I went to a lot of bases because they were closing them down. So I was transferred here, there, and everywhere. And we got deployed after 9/11 to the stand to take in the initial wave of special operations guys. You can email me and we can converse more about it, but this is about as far as I want to go on a live chat. But El Toro was my jam. It tells you how old. Lejeune here in Iraq early. So you know where Camp Geiger is then. I think we discussed this. Maybe that was Delaware Patriot. He was a Geiger Tiger. We probably crossed paths, brother. Probably crossed paths, I'm sure. Maybe not knowing, but yeah. Do you have? Well, you probably won't have a. If you're on Lejeune, you probably don't have a call sign. I'm gonna say, yep, I know DP. So yeah, we were all probably there at the same time then. Let's see, what can I say that's won't fuck up operational security there. Did you ever hang around? Let's see. Did you ever get into dirt bikes or four-wheelers or anything like that? Because my group of guys were heavily into stuff like that, off-roading. Our sergeant had a dirt track, motocross slash four-wheeler track and shit around his house in the middle of Jacksonville. No, but my buddies were into mudding trucks. Well, we done that as well. So yeah, probably. One of my corporal buddies who made I think he made master guns. He retired out in California, but he trained Ken Shamrock for his last fight, and we came up together. So, but that was many years ago when Ken Shamrock fought Tito Ortiz again, I think. So that gives you a little bit of reference there if you know that guy that helped train for the Tito Ortiz fight, Ken Shamrock fight, then you probably know me. Now my buddies lived on Tarawa Terrace. Did you live at base housing? Were you married Marine? Did you have a dependa? I think the only time we went to Lejeune though was to did you go to Dermo and take stuff over there that we demilitarized for them to sell? What else did we do over there? We used to fish at the pier. I had to go back, pick up a license plate. I had to go pick up a license plate from my Marine when he hit a sign in Jacksonville on that highway pulling off road. Laugh out loud. He didn't want a ticket. It was laying right. I live off base but was single. Roger that. Was that Burgaw Highway that happened? There was quite a few notorious places there. I pulled some strings and still had a barracks room, but wasn't required to live there. Roger that. Yeah. I had to get a contract marriage so I could live off base too. Before I met my wife. Contract marriage. Yeah, I didn't have I lived in the barracks for a little while. But they started building those new barracks. Some fancy ones like they had in Jacksonville, not Jacks, NAS Jacks. And then NAS Jacks had those fancy, not Jacks, was it Pensacola? Maybe it was NAS Pensacola. They had the fancy condo type stuff. Well, they started building those on Lejeune, and I don't think Geiger had barracks, but New River had them. But they were the joined heads, and there was a two-man room with the joined heads, and another two-man room. They had they put these huge Eagle Globe and anchors on the fucking front of them. I was a grunt, so we were OFP after 2 tours. So the pier over at Lejeune is where we used to go fishing and watch the raiders come in doing their boat drills and stuff. We had joint head rooms like that. Yeah, see, they didn't have those originally, and they started building them when I first got stationed on the East Coast. A lot of my buddies that I went to school with, high school with, was at Cherry Point, and then a couple guys were in New River, and one of them was originally at Lejeune, but they sent him to Cherry Point. So where'd you go to boot at? Did you go to San Flea Island, or did you go to Hollywood? And how the hell did you go from grunt to computer guru? Oh, no shit. Oh, yeah. We used to go there all the time and fish. We used to go there fish and watch them run the dinghies and stuff. Yeah, I love that place, man. We'd go there and fish for squid and sand sharks and everything else. Early morning, man, just to watch them guys come in. But like I said, originally I was with Raiders in El Toro, and then circumstances, Mr. Clinton closed down our fucking bases and got sent to Miramar, and then I visited many bases after that due to the shutdown. So it sucked. I was a Hollywood Marine. Echo Company. I've always been a computer guru since teens. Higher ups love to ask me fix their laptops when they downloaded viruses from porn. Yeah, back. So you were in there before, like after the internet picked up. We had a staff sergeant. Great dude, came from Japan. He came from Iwakuni. Brought a right-hand drive NSX from Japan. brought back over with his stuff when he moved, and he had a computer, man. Like it was fucking huge. It was probably 4 foot tall, and he was the computer guy to go to. Coolest staff NCO we had, by far. But yeah, this dude, man, he knew everything about computers. Everything. Of course, he came from Japan, so and he liked computers in the first place, so he knew a lot about them, and downloaded porn. Oh, that shit was still like you get a GIF. When we got deployed, man, everybody was like, that's all they were. You either had to have shit. Did we even have DVDs then? Well, when we were on the ship, every bathroom stall you went into, somebody had posted a adult picture on the back of the door for your viewing pleasure. Of course, that had to be taken down for field day, but I don't know. I don't remember if we had DVDs. Well, I do remember we were using the Sony Mavica with 3.5 floppy. No, not 3. Is it 3.5? Yeah, Sony Mavica, 3.5 floppy to take pictures on that deployment. So that's how old it is. Still had 3.5 floppies, but I guess it's not really a floppy. It was more of a hard drive, considered the big 7-inch or 5-inch floppy disks. Funny, good times, bad times, but a lot of it was good times. All right. Well, guys and gals, it's getting to the 2-hour mark. I was in before smartphones and porn mags and DVDs were a thing. Oh, man, that's always been a thing. Where the hell to go? Oh, man, so did you know about the, let's see, we had a stack of porn in our makeshift poop room, and our fob, CNN anchor, was not amused. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them. We, let's see. So do you know where the drag strip was out in, I forget. It was out past the way into Lejeune. There was like a main drag, and I forget the name of it. But there was a drag strip out there. We used to go out to the drag strip, but out that way there was like all these jack shacks, is what we called them. But there was like all these porn shacks out there in the middle of fucking nowhere. But they were, like a trucker paradise. But anyways, it was out by the yes, I went there. Okay, S2000. Man, I'm telling you, we probably crossed paths. I spent a lot of time at that drag strip. There was a female driver that used to race a shit. It was like a Dodge Dually. Yep, the blue Jack Shack, man. We always. So yeah, you're same great place. I absolutely love that. If you came out of New River, there was a strip club right in front of the Lion King there. Not Lion King, shit. Food Lion. Right as soon as you come off base, there was a barbershop, titty bar, and a surplus store, pawn shop, and a Food Line. So yeah, we probably crossed paths, man. S2000. For sure. All right, well, guys and gals, it's at the 2-hour mark. I have to get busy. I appreciate everybody checking in. Can't say what's going on. Nasty. Yeah, well, strip clubs are all nasty. I mean, a bunch of jarheads hang out there. I don't know if, man, it's been so long since I've been there. I'm sure everything's changed. They were putting in the roadway to go inner base at that time. I don't know if that was there whenever you were there, but they had an inner base highway so that you could travel to all 3 bases without having to go on the main drag. So it's been a minute since I've been there. So, but anyways, I'm sorry. I got to check out. I appreciate everybody coming. As always, have a great day. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Bitches, moans, complaints, leave them in the comment section below. I'm Irish USMC Vet. Stinger's not with us today, but he's here in thought. If you want to see any of the links or any of the stuff that we do or support us, check out the drop-down box below. Share. Like this video, please. And giveaways are coming soon. Let me know in the comment section, not the live chat, but in the comment section, what kind of giveaway stuff you guys would be interested in. So I can get that gathered up. Is there something you're missing in your kit? And please, no $10,000 white phosphor stuff. But if there's something small that you're missing, knife, something you wish you had or you want to check out, let me know. So let me know, and we'll see what we can put together and start doing giveaways. So spread the word. Spread the word. Get us out there. But I'm going to check out. Godspeed and Simplify, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.